What is up, ladies and gentlemen? My name is Mike. You guys know of me as Onslaught. It's my Xbox Live Gamer Tag. Casual commentary. You guys know how we rock it out on Saturdays now. Get some nice beast gameplay. We just sit back and relax and chill. No music today, just gameplay and commentary. So I hope you guys enjoy it. I'm going to talk about the DLC. I'm going to talk about the Peacekeeper, my thoughts on that package of sexiness. And then later on in the commentary, I'm going to talk about my career, my job. You guys ask about it all the time. So I figured, why not give you guys a little more insight into what I do day in and day out and kind of what I've done to get where I am. All right, so DLC, this is probably the first map pack that's came out where I love every single map. All right, there's not one map that I dislike. My least favorite is probably this guy, Mirage, but the other maps are just some of the best in the game. I love them. Grind is crazy. Grind is just so much fun, and it just doesn't seem like it's in the rotation a lot in the games that I'm playing. I'm playing a lot of downhill. That's probably the most played. And then for me anyway, and that's good because I enjoy downhill. It's reminiscent of Summit for me. And then Hydro, I wish there was more Hydro. I love that, but once again, doesn't seem like it's in the rotation for the game modes I'm playing as often. I've been playing Ground War and Mercenary Mosh Pit mostly. But I love the map pack. It's sick. If you haven't got it, I suggest getting it. You will not regret it. And the Peacekeeper, that gun is just dirty. I feel like it was designed for me. It's an SMG. It has the versatility and kind of the quickness and the feel of an SMG, but at the same time, you get a little bit longer range with it, closer to that of an assault rifle, which is, you guys know, that's kind of how my play style best works, is best suited for not, just rushing into a spawn and just sitting on top of the other team, but sitting outside, flanking, that kind of stuff with a longer range weapon is what I like to do. And I can do that with the Peacekeeper, and then at the same time, have that versatility when I'm up close. So I enjoy it. It's an awesome gun. It's still not my favorite gun. I still like the MP7 better, and the Scar. God, the Scar is my favorite gun in the entire game, but the Peacekeeper is a solid addition to your arsenal. So those of you that haven't played yet or curious about it, that's kind of my thoughts. And I know all this is kind of late, but I've been busy with my job. All right, so let's talk about the gameplay. By the way, is a couple swarms. I'm playing with Woody's gamer tag, and we just do work to the opposing team. So I hope you guys enjoy that. Now, let's talk about my job. All right, what I do, what I am. I am a project manager at an architecture firm. Now, I am not technically a registered architect yet. I'm still working through that process, okay? Because it's not easy. It's not like you just get out of school and you're an architect and you're done. But basically right now, I do everything that an architect does except sign and seal drawings. So it's actually not a bad gig, and I don't get any of the liability really, if something is to happen to a building, because I'm not the one that's signing and sealing the drawings. But that's for another day. You're probably like, whoa, Mike, you're blowing up my brain. What are you talking about? An architect, for those of you who don't know, designs buildings. It's that simple. They do more than that. They do like site planning, space planning, organization. And there are tons of different architects, tons of different fields, and different classes of architects out there. But I work in the retail environment. Retail store design is kind of what I do. To get to where I am, to becoming an architect, and this varies from place to place. In high school, I was always into art. I always enjoyed drawing, design. I enjoyed computers, all that stuff. And about my junior year in high school, it was time to start thinking of, real life, Mike. What are you going to be doing, to support you and your future family? All right. So because I enjoyed art, enjoyed design, and that kind of stuff, I liked architecture. I enjoyed building. I enjoyed, interesting places, nice spaces. I enjoyed all that stuff. So I thought architecture was the avenue that I wanted to take. That translates into a really good career. So junior year, I started preparing for that, I took a CAD class, or it's like a computer-aided design is what the program is. It's basically what we draw all of our building plans in the program. I took one of those classes my senior year in high school. And then I just took art classes, and I got into UNC Charlotte, University of North Carolina at Charlotte. That's where I went to school. It's a 5-year program to get your Bachelor's of Architecture degree. I have two degrees, a Bachelor of Arts degree in Architecture, which you get at the end of 4 years, and then you go for one more year, and then you get a Bachelor of Architecture degree. And you have to have that second, 5th-year degree to be able to become a registered architect where I live. Okay, so once you get out of school, you got your degree and everything, you go work at an architecture firm, and you think you're ready to go. No, you're not. You have to do this thing, or not, and I did it. It's called IDP. It's an intern development program. It averages out, I think, to about 3 years of work, where you have to get basically all the experience that an architect would have. So they give you all these requirements that you have to fulfill, all these different tasks that you have to do, and have so many X amount of hours, doing this one item or whatever. So I just recently completed that, and now after you complete the IDP thing, you're like, oh, okay, Mike, now you're an architect, you're ready to go, do work, build buildings. No, not yet. After you finish IDP, you have to take a series of exams. Okay, and these are some of the most difficult exams to take in any profession. All right, it's a series of 7 exams. Each of them focus on a different discipline, whether it be like site planning or schematic design or building technologies or just materials. It's all, or structural. It's all these different aspects of what an architect would need to know to successfully build a building. Okay, so I have to take all these exams now. That's currently where I am. Hopefully by the end of this year, I will have completed, passed all the exams, and will be an official architect. But right now, as a project manager, like I said early on, I do everything an architect does. Okay, I work with a client, I draw the drawings, I talk to, and if you guys don't know kind of the process you have to go through to get a building built, like, it's not as easy as, hey, I want this building right here, build it and put it up. It's nowhere near that easy. One of the most important things that you have to do early on is talk with the city that you're going to be building this building in, because they have codes, they have laws, all this stuff you have to follow. So what I do is I talk with a jurisdiction, find out what their codes are, find out if they have any special conditions that I have to follow or whatever. And then I begin talking with my clients, seeing what they want, what they want to do with their building, what type of building, all that stuff. And then I begin working on the drawings. I work with the engineers, they do their stuff. I do all the architectural, which is like the walls and doors, windows, ceilings, all that stuff. Then there's electrical engineer, there's a plumbing engineer, and a mechanical engineer. You get on board with all of those guys, and you guys are probably like bored with all this stuff by now, but you get on board with all those guys, and you implement their disciplines into the project. And as the architect, me, project manager, you're responsible for coordinating all that. Okay, so once your drawings are done, you guys have everything that you need. You hand that over to the building department. They review it, whatever. You also give those drawings over to a contractor, a GC. That's who actually goes out and implements your plans. They actually build whatever it is whatever is on your drawings. That's what a general contractor does. So then they start building up the building. As they have questions and stuff, they come back to me as the architect. And if it's something I can't answer and need to pass on, I'll pass off their questions here or there, and you get a building built. All right, so that's what I do. I'm a project manager at an architecture firm. I love it. It's awesome. And I hope you guys enjoyed the commentary. If you did, as always, leave a rating. Show that legendary love. Catch up with you legends later. Peace gameplay, baby.